Large crowds of protesters have marched through the Iranian capital Tehran in what's been described as the largest demonstrations against the ruling regime for more than 15 years. What began as anger over a deepening economic crisis in the country has now also turned into calls for the overthrow of Iran's supreme leader. Well, US President Donald Trump has again reiterated that the US would strike very hard, as he put it, if Iran begins killing protesters. Human rights organizations say more than 30 people have reportedly been killed. Arman Mahmoudyan is a research fellow at the Global and National Security Institute. He joined me earlier and I asked him just how significant these protests are.
I must say that this protest is the strongest challenge that Islamic Republic has faced. I mean, Islamic Republic has gone through episodes of the, chaos, instability since its beginning, be as it war, the elite splits, political assassination, pandemics, the June attack by the Israelis. But this one, I think, is the serious threat that targets or aims at the very existence of the Islamic Republic. And there's various reasons behind that. I think the primary reason that this protest is quite significant is that Islamic Republic has shows that unlike the previous protests, as a struggle to wrap up the protesters or mobilize its forces to confront protesters. They are using the violence, but unlike the previous times, we are not seeing any evidence that suggests that the use of violence, force, or even shutting down the internet earlier today has kind of forced the protesters to sit back or go back to them. As a matter of the fact, all these methods or applications that have achieved is to just make the situation worsen. We have seen the size, the volume of the protesters has grown. And it seems for now, at least, they have no desire to sit back or go back home. It doesn't mean that the end of the Islamic Republic is guaranteed or near, but I can say that given, if historically speaking, this is as close as they could get to the collapse.
What does it say in your mind that Iranians, from these protests taking place, are not afraid of pushback by the military, by the security forces, and going as far as to call for the supreme leader to be removed? What does that tell us about the state of the country?
To be frank, it's a great question. It's a $1 million question. My answer to it, my analysis would be that, look, there is just so much of a frustration that the population of the country can take. The Iranian people are under every single pressure that you can assume, short of a civil war. Just a couple of months ago, they experienced a war. The country didn't achieve a good result in it. They have been dealing with the international sanctions for decades. Iranian people have no connection to the international banks. There is no Visa card, MasterCard, no credit card. They are under the political suppression. Basically, despite who they elect or who they send to the post or the presidential office, the policy of our country has not changed. The foreign policy, the domestic policy has not changed. Iranian women have been under significant level of the discrimination. They've been victim of the discrimination. We have witnessed a couple of years through the Mahsa Amini movement, the Women Life Liberty movement. And above all of this, the economic situation in Iran is unbelievably harsh. $1 today in Tehran was valued something at the neighborhood of 1,057,000 toman. I mean, the decline of the Iranian national currency is beyond imagination, and the impact that has it made on the inflation, on the price of the food, on the surge that it caused in the price of the food and other products, has put the Iranian people in a very unbearable situation.